Hello, everyone. Today is November 30, which is Monday. I want to do a quick recap on Friday market and what things to know and what's next on what's expected on Monday. On Friday, U.S. stock futures, which actually Thursday market after trading in that morning before the actually Friday transactions trading. U.S. stock futures were higher ahead of shortened trade day, with the S&P 500, Dow, and Nasdaq Composite on track for weekly gains. And just like I predicted on previous video, the S&P 500 climbed 0.3% and entered on a record high, and as did the Nasdaq Composite, which rose 0.9%. The S&P 500 was up 11.3% for the month, on pace for its best performance since April. They closed at 3,638.35 for S&P 500 and 12,205.85 for Nasdaq 500. And at one point it was higher, slightly higher than that, but then it kind of pulled back a little bit before the market closed. And then I thought Dow may pull back, but instead the Dow Jones Industrial Average also went up slightly and closed at 29,910.37. Actually, well, during the intradays, it will actually had negative, and then you rebounded it and closed slightly positive on Dow. Dow has surged nearly 13% for November. If it holds its gains again during Monday trading, the 30 component mega cap index will have had its best month since January 1987. The dollar dropped almost 0.2% on Friday to close at its lowest point since April 27, 2018. The precious metal dropped 1.24%. While the Nasdaq 100 would have been sold off early in the month as investors dumped technology sector shares in order to rotate into value stock, jumped 0.87% on Friday. It remains 1.3% away from its September 2nd record close. So Nasdaq 100 very close back to very high point again. The small cap Russell 2000 at 0.56% as well as another record. It also closed on strength at the very highest point of the sections. And if you can look at this graph, just give you some idea of I'm comparing the stock BIGC, and I'll get to this in later when I finish up what I had. Concerns that the steeply escalating number of new virus cases, as you know, like I said in the previous video, the roughly 6 million people traveling on that previous Friday and up to Wednesday on the Thanksgiving Day, 6 million and 1.2 million roughly on the Wednesday alone. So partial shutdown may close. These viral cases may increase, and partial shutdown may slow down the creation of job economy rebound. So number of actions also happening this week. Fed Chairman Powell and Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin to testify before the Senate Banking Committee on Tuesday, and again a day later before the House Financial Services Committee. They will be discussing the CARES Act, which is very critically important, and some of them, like the unemployment benefit, will be really expiring by December 25th. OPEC have been expected to increase oil output by 2 million barrels per day from January to use the record supply cut that was implemented amid a price slump early this year. So you can see the oil price was actually jumped around $52 on Friday. So with the increase of supply, the price may come back down the WTI crude, but we'll see. Data on Tuesday expected to show the Eurozone inflation fell again in November, with economists expecting a drop of 0.2% year on year. And then China Manufacturing Purchasing Manager Index (PMI) came out, and it was at 52.1, which is better than consensus and previous reporting. Currently, the Monday P market right now, the futures are actually all negative. And it was a couple of hours ago when I checked, Nasdaq was slightly up but now Nasdaq is slightly down, and Dow was down about 0.34% earlier, and now is at 0.75%, which is 220 points. So we will see. I mean, how it's going to shape up when the bell actually, when the trading actually happen later on, in the morning at 8:30 Houston time. And Auto Home ATHM, Yeezy, and Zoom ZM, their earnings report are due. And now I'll go back to this BIGC again. I'm trying to jump my head on myself. You can see the blue line is BIGC, and then you can see the this pink wet line is Amazon, and then this other line is Shopee. And if you watch my video before, you know that I was recommending buying BIGC rather than Shopee, because Shopee or Shopify, whatever the pronunciation is actually very expensive, like $1,000. So, but if from a trend perspective, you see the pattern when it is up of Shopee SHOP, then BIGC also up. It's actually really following the pattern. You see, if it's big spike here, it has a big spike here, and then this is up and up. If it's down, it's down. So you can look at the end. On Friday, it was up on Shopee, and then so does BIGC. Amazon is a little bit. I mean, it's kind of follow, but not. I mean, the deep and or the jump is not as steep as the two other stock, and in a sense, you can say Amazon is a little bit more flat, and the part of it is the percentage change. They're not just Amazon's not as volatile. I mean, 3,000 plus, you know, per share stock. So what do you expect, right? So if it down $50 or up $50 is still very small percentage versus BIGC a lot more sensitive. If it up a couple of dollars, right? So this is why I'm suggesting to buy BIGC rather than SHOP. And I still believe that, I mean, BIGC will be cannon up. I mean, it all depends on how Black Friday sales going to come up, whether these stock going to talk about, how great the sales are when consumer confidence is still very strong with holiday season, right? I don't have inside information. I cannot predict, what are the sales going to look like, how the people going to celebrate, in Thanksgiving versus Christmas, so, but I can definitely share you the pattern. And Nasdaq P market looks like it's pulled back a little bit, which is kind of normal since it already hit a record high. So even if I said everything like that, it doesn't mean the e-commerce business, and in particularly in this case, BIGC won't be up, right? Or Amazon won't be up. Because sometimes Amazon down, but BIGC actually up. So, but I would like to share this with you. And then the other one, which is also showing you, really recently, I also recommended XPEV, and then the electric vehicle stock have been very strong in previous week, and they have been going up. And what it's trying to demonstrate is that there's some pullback on Thursday, Friday. Oh, well, Wednesday, Friday, because really no market Thursday. And then you can kind of tell that, but at the end of the day, it was done in really the green one is LI Auto, so it's down the most. And XPEV actually have the best potential. When the market was up, it was starting $20 ish, and it was kind of fat for a couple of months. And you happen to start that, been recommending my friends to buy, and I have good faith about this stock. And fair enough, I mean, it went up last couple of weeks, very big time, and really the stock gone up to $74 as one point, the highest. I think it was Tuesday. So then you dip back, and then so does the other two stock. Well, the reason why I'm illustrating this as well is, some of my friends ask, hey, I want to buy electric vehicle. I think that's the future. Things look great, but which one do you think should I buy? Should I buy NIO? Should I buy XLI? Should I buy NKLA? Or should I buy XPEV? Or should I buy Tesla? Right? I didn't put Tesla into this, and you'll show another kind of landscape, which is kind of interesting. Because for some odd reason, Tesla doesn't align with the same movement as these other China electric vehicles. But the point I'm trying to make is, here's the deal. NIO has been a while already, have been in the market for a while. Their balance sheet was stronger. They have more larger market capitalization. XPEV, however, it was very new. It went to public on late August this year, and you could tell that it has a lot of momentum, and is considered one of the best growth stock, if you will. So that's why you have been so much momentum push when the market decide to have so much money on the side and buy these green energy and electric vehicles. So the stock have been pushing up better, and you can tell a performance, the return, and it exceeded NIO and LI. But all three stock apparently did go up quite a bit, right? So I still believe XPEV will be a good one, and the analysts sometimes take XPEV compared to Tesla because they are offering the P7, which is the actually like a racing car. If you have time, go to the internet, just type XPEV, look at some pictures. It's a really cool racing car in a sense. I really love it. And then they also have going to creating, other normal sedan car, which is a little bit cheaper. That will be in the vision and competing against, Tesla as well and all these other electric vehicle. So again, Europe have a mandate 2025 to be all using, emission-free kind of vehicles, and U.S. also have a mandate. So and China have a roadmap on how they want to accomplish that by getting rid of the fossil fuels car. So all this really telling you is the future, which will happen probably take a couple of years to really scale up. Right, scalability is one of the key things that Tesla think he can do better than these other vehicles, and that's how he can turn things around, become very profitable in the future. So again, if you like my video, please subscribe or follow me if I've not done so. And then give you a couple more good one. I think DUOT may be good to buy, but a little bit high right now. This stock provides automation and connectivity intelligence solution. I also like Ping, which is a software application that have been used in C-scale too, but this one are pretty much cheaper. That industries, when I was contractor over there, it was being used, and I really love this Ping thing. It's really very secure applications, which I have to use it when I have to get into the treasury management system, in particular TMS. But that you also actually work on other type of deal. And if you want to log on the computer, then make it to be like that dual check application. Make sure that's you. So yeah, it's really cool. But the current price may be a little high right now, so I would think dropping 5 to 7%. I think it's at 22 right now around. So if for $20, I think it will really a good deal to buy in this stock, because this stock have, unfortunately, this year for whatever odd reason, it's not really putting too much benefit from work from home kind of deal. So the earning per share wasn't doing such a great job. But I really think this security software will continue to expand, and more company will be using in the future. And I love it. It's very easy and simple to set it up. Well, the first time set it was the most painful part on my lap cell phone. But once it's done, set and done, and then trying to use it, which is the company policy requirement, I mean, you're really good to go. And then there's some other good stuff I'm considering, but I need more time to do some analysis, so I'll share with you in next video. Again, hope you have a nice and wonderful day. We'll continue to make good money on the stock market and really like the insight I provide to you guys. Have a nice day.